Right, it's the preview. It's at Brighton game. Subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff. But, like, Scott Parker's press conference, let's start there. Let's start with Scott Parker's press conference. The questions that the journalists asked in that press conference are stupid. They're absolutely stupid. Like, is this game a must win? It's like, every game's a must win. When you're in Burnley's position, every single game is a must win. It's been a must win since like November time. Do you know, it's pointless saying this game's a must win. It's, well, what difference is it make? 10 points behind Tottenham. 10 points behind Tottenham. And people are still going, ooh, if we could win five, we've won 4 games all season. And people are still saying to me, if we could win five, right, living in dreamland. Some people are absolutely living in dreamland. If we go, well, even I'm living in dreamland saying when we go down, if Scott Parker's still the manager next season, like, I don't know how much hope was coming back. I really don't. Because last season, we drew 12 times 0-0. I've said it on this channel before and I'll keep saying it. We drew 12 times 0-0 last season. It was boring. It was absolutely boring in Championship. And a lot of people have agreed with me. Some people liked it. I didn't mind it at the time because we needed to go up. And like, I'll even admit, even I got blindsided by promotion. We're going up, hey, we're going up, because you do. But when you calm down, rationalise things, and look at the season, we drew 12 times 0-0 in the Championship. We drew twice 0-0 with Preston. We drew twice 0-0 with Derby. You know, they weren't good teams in that season, but we drew twice 0-0 with them. We got humiliated in cup by Preston in fifth round, I think it might have been. I can't remember what round it was, but I know we got humiliated, and it's like, can't say you haven't spent money. You can't say you haven't spent no money if the money's been spent wrong by AI. What do they call them? Not AI. It's data-driven signings. Then that's on him and Alan Pearce. It's on both of them for me, because if he didn't want the players, then say you don't want the players. You know, it's down to you. You're the manager, and the players that we've signed, like, I've been through them on a different video. Dubravka was okay. Dubravka was an okay signing because Trafford left. Walker, we all thought he was going to be an okay signing, to be fair, but he's been played out of position, like, a little bit. He's not a wing back. He's not a right wing back. When he played in a back five for England, he was a third centre back, and he's been asked to play right wing back all season. Hartman got frozen out for some reason because Jamie Redknapp hung him out to dry after a Fulham game at home. Ever since that day, he's just been hung out to dry, really. You know, I'm not saying he would have made the difference, but I think he's got most assists in our team, and he hasn't even played half a game. So, Tuanzebe on a free. Right, we've been far too defensive to say it's like he hasn't made a massive difference. He hasn't made us worse. Like, just nothing from him really, but he hasn't played much. Like, he's been in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Big Les, he's box to box, being asked to play as a defensive midfielder. We play 3 defensive midfielders with a back row. It's too negative. Far, far too negative. And I understand at the beginning of the season, you were trying to go to the biggest league in the world and not get beat. But after you've lost so many games up to Christmas, why do you not then think, right, let's have a go. Let's go out with a proper fighting, like let's just see what we can do. But we haven't. We just carried on playing 5 at back all season, and it's not worked. And that's on him. That's on Scott Parker. Alan Pace hasn't played 5 at back. I don't think Alan Pace knows enough about football to say to Scott Parker play 5 at back. To be fair, like, I don't know the ins and outs because I'm not in the boardroom or in, but I'm sure Alan Pace lets them do whatever they want to do. Like, because when Company came in, he let Company have the run of the club. When Parker's come in, it hasn't looked any different. The signings have been maybe been a bit different because people wanted to play for Vincent Company. People were looking at Company and going, I want to play for that man. Scott Parker got that same pull where people go, I want to play for Scott Parker. Proper want to play for Scott Parker. I don't think he has. Florentino, it's loads of people tell me he's a good player. I don't know if it's a system. Like I say, we play 5 at back, 3 defensive midfielders. Don't work. Larson, big waste of time. Lynn Chowner, not a chance. Players like Lynn Chowner don't flourish under Scott Parker. Like these young kids today, you just gotta go. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. You've gotta go. Go and show the world how good you are. You go and show the world how good you are. Playing in a position where you're meant to play. All season, we should have been playing 4-2-3-1. And Armando Broja, useless. Useless signing. We may as well have, if we were going to play Foster up front, like we did at the start of the season, Barnes would be a perfect backup. Barnes could have given you 15, 20 minutes in a game. No problem. No problem. Barnes is still the best striker we've got. And that's sad. And I'm saying that because I don't think Zian Fleming is a striker. I think he's a number 10. I would have loved to have seen him what he was like in Josh Brownhill position from last season. Because last season we played 4-2-3-1. And but I have said we were boring. It was boring. But Josh Brownhill flourished in that position behind the striker. But that's a video that's already been done. It's already been done, that video about signings. This was meant to be a Brighton preview. Oh God, it was well good not having no football for Burnley. Like international break, you normally think, oh, there's no football to go to. I was glad. And I've been going up turf since I was 11-year-old, since 1991. And it's like, I've never ever looked forward to an international break as much as that one. And then we didn't have a game at Easter because of FA Cup. I'm glad. We've got to go back now to turf. And it feels like a chore. And that's not, it shouldn't be. Like, I'm just going because Burnley are playing. Like, we should be looking forward to going. But I keep sidetracking here from Brighton preview. But Brighton preview, I think we're going to get beat. But I ain't had no hope. I had hope at the beginning of the season. I thought, yeah, maybe, like, but from Brentford away in November, I've just lost all hope. I've just lost all interest. I'm just going to games because it's what I do. Just go to football. on a Saturday. That's the only reason I've been going to games, because it's for feeling out familiar to just Saturday football, go to football, and going to away games, just with no hope whatsoever. Just hoping that we can not get beat. We've been beating most of them anyway. I didn't go to Crystal Palace where we won because it was a midweek game, and I weren't having a day off work to travel to London, even though we won it end. But that just like a 7-minute glitch, wasn't it? It's that my. I've heard rumours that he's going to be here next season. I hope not. I think he's burnt bridges with fans. Blaming us as well. Blaming us for being upset and angry for why it's been like it is on pitch. Can't blame us. Not our fault, is it? We're paying loads of money going up and down country to watch him, and he's got the audacity to blame us. And he's done it quite a few times this season. And I think that he might walk at the end of it. He might walk at the end of the season because he doesn't seem to be a man that likes taking, like, not abuse, but grief from fans. Because fans aren't happy, and if fans aren't happy, fans aren't happy. That's our prerogative, innit? If you've got a worker at work, if you're a boss and you've got a worker at work, and you're not happy with him, you get sacked. So Alan Pace must be happy with him, else he would have got sacked, wouldn't he? But like I say, I've said all this in a video before about who's to blame. It's not us. It's not the fans. 100%, it's not the fans. It has been toxic on turf this season at times. But look at what we're watching. Look at what's going on every single week. 5 at the back every single week. He's never thought, do you know what? I'm going to change it up this week. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to just throw caution to the wind and go for it. Never this season has he done that. At turf, probably when we came back up against Brentford, he threw caution to the wind a little bit in the second half, but as soon as it went to 3-3, we reverted to type and stopped attacking like we were. Because I think he thinks, oh, we're not getting beat, it's a good result. It's not. Not when you're getting beat every week. It's not a good result. It's kids do you had him, man. Sat in the middle of doing a video and he walked in, like, door open. Well, yeah, it's not when you're getting beat, you need to do something different. He's just done the same thing every single week and expecting something different. That's definitive in madness, innit? It's if you keep doing the same thing every week and expecting a different result, it must be crazy. It must be absolutely mental. But players to watch out for them, for me, Danny Welbeck should be England squad. I'd take him to World Cup, me. I'd 100% take Danny Welbeck to World Cup. He might be 36, but it don't matter. Look at form that the guy's in, man. He's playing as good as he were when he was 20 odd. He's actually done it for England before as well. He hasn't been in the squad for a while, but if you want a backup to Harry Kane, he'd be my backup 100%. Danny Welbeck's in form of his life, really. It's aging like a fine wine, he's a lad. But he's a danger man for me. Burnley are going to set up same as they always do. Scott Parker said as much in his press conference. It's the only thing he did say is that it's a must-win. But like I said, we're a must-win in November. It's not like you get to April the 9th of April it is today, yeah? It's not like you get to 9th of April and think, right, we've got to start winning now. We've won 2 games at home all season, and we haven't won one since October. It's now April. It's now April. So that's like 6 months since we've won at home. Nearing 5-6 months since we've won at home. And that's just not good enough. Not good enough at all. We've won 1 game in 6 months. We've won 1 game of football in 6 months. And then Alan Pace and Scott Parker wonder why fans are angry and upset. It's beggars belief, like, it's like previewing games is hard these days because I'm not even looking forward to it myself. I'm still gonna go. I go on turf all the time. I renew my season ticket, renew 4 season tickets for me, wife, 2 kids. We'll always go on turf because it's our club. It's our club. We'll be there long after the players, long after Scott Parker, and long after Alan Pace. We'll go watch that team through thick and thin, no matter what, because we are the lifeblood of the club. The fans are the lifeblood of every single club in the world. Because without the fans, you're nothing. You're talented. Don't get me wrong. You're a talented bunch of guys because you're footballers. Like only 1% of football lads that play football, only 1% make it. So I'm not doubting the talent. Not doubting the talent for 1 second, but it's without the fans, what is football without the fans? During COVID, they were all saying, "Oh, football's nothing without fans." Now that fans are back in, and we've been back in for quite a while, but I'm bringing that up because now that fans are back in, and we're not happy. It's all of a sudden it's our fault. It's our fault, it's not. It's not. This has just turned into a rant. This has just turned into an absolute rant about Burnley Football Club. But that's how angry I am. Because I'm paying loads of money to watch it, travel, food, tickets, all mixed up. And then we get told we're the ones to blame. We should be supporting. Well, we're there every week. We're there every single week. Yeah, there's been boos. I've booed. I'm not ashamed to admit that I've booed. I have booed. I've got every right. If I'm not happy, I've got every right to express my opinion any way I want. Like, as long as you're not going over the top, it's you're allowed to express your opinion in football. That's why football's a game of opinions. It's all about opinions, isn't it? Everyone's got one. Good or bad. Some people still got good opinions of him. Some people got bad. It's down to your prerogative, isn't it? I'm not saying people that still support Scott Parker are wrong, but the people that don't support Scott Parker are also not wrong. It's just an opinion. It's our opinion. That's the way football is. It's just Max. We renewed our season tickets for next year. We'll always be there. We'll be there long after Parker, long after players, and long after Alan Pace. I've seen players come and go, seen managers come and go, some good, some bad. That's football, isn't it? Just because we're a small club, don't mean we've got to be happy with whatever gets put on pitch. Like Tottenham booing Thomas Frank. Well, we're okay because Tottenham are in a bad situation. Well, we're in a bad situation, I'm not saying that we've got any right to stay in the Premier League, because we haven't got any right to stay in the Premier League. But we've got right to ask for more effort than we've got this season. We've got right to ask for different change of tactics when it's not working. When you've won one game in 6 months, you've got right to ask for something different. You don't have to sit there and just say, "Ah, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Got beat again. Clap them off." No, but I don't disagree with the people that do still clap them off. It's up to you. People support however they want to support, and that's fine by me, But I'm one of the fans that's not happy. I know lots of people that sit around me that have got the same views. Some people vote with their feet, some people vote with their voices. I know people that just go when it's bad, they just go, walk out. That's them voting with their feet. I always stay to end and I vote with my voice. I was on longside when it was standing up in '90s, and it were vocal then. We were rubbish then, but we're still like vocal. When it weren't good. I've heard what I've heard on turf this season. I've heard it many times over different managers. I've heard Sean Dyche even get a little bit, and look what he did for us. Do you know? Like I say, this has just turned into an absolute rant, and it's not like you should be able to look. Like I say, you should look forward to going to football. But anyway, that's a Brentford. Brentford. I've got Brentford on my head now. Oh, that's a Brighton preview anyway. It's what's going to happen. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Because I certainly don't. But quick prediction from me: 3-0 Brighton, maybe 3-1. But I can't see anything different. Can't see anything changing. If it changes and goes for it, then for me it's too little, too late. With 10 points adrift of Tottenham, and now we're going must win, ages ago. Like I say, we're a must win ages before now. But I'm gonna end the video there anyway because, like I say, I'm just ranting. But every time I think about Burnley, I get angry. Every single time I think about this team, I just get angry. Something's got to change. For me, it's manager, and it's not working. Manager's got to go. Just like when players aren't playing well, you replace them, don't you? When players leave on to bigger and better things, you replace them. What I say? What else can you say? Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Just help us out because someone's got to cheer us up on it because Burnley definitely aren't cheering us up at the minute. It's from one bad thing to another bad thing. Fast forward this season away, just get rid of it. It's been terrible. The worst Premier League season in my lifetime. Well, in Premier League. Since we've been in Premier League, this is the worst. Under Vincent Company, you could see what Vinny were trying to do. We just weren't good enough to do what he wanted to do. But you could see what he's trying to do. Can't see what Scott Parker's trying. I don't see what he's trying to do. But anyway, like I said, comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And I'll be back after Brighton game. Probably to rant again. Probably to give it a good old rant about the game. But hopefully it'll be a positive result and I can praise some of the players. But until next one, see you later.